What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. I hope everybody had a awesome weekend. Super Bowl yesterday. I don't know what team you was going for, but I hope your team won. I know Kansas City won. It was a good game. I fell asleep before halftime, but guys, that's because I get up so early. I will say real quick announcement, guys. I have something coming today in the mail, and we'll be doing a video on it tomorrow. Y'all are going to be stoked for this. Also, I have some new projects coming to the channel. So I'm working on a home gym, and I've got it put together for the most part with some stuff. I'm getting some more stuff for it. But I want to take y'all on my fitness journey with that, because I am a certified personal trainer. I was certified. My certification expired, but was a personal trainer. And, you know, I also read books and study like stuff about myself, energy, frequencies, vibrations, the world, just knowledge-based stuff. And that involves like getting in back. I want to get back into like yoga and meditation and stuff like that. So, you know, I was thinking like, wow, those things line up with anime. It lines up with Dragon Ball Z. Piccolo meditates a lot. Gohan is a big meditator. We know Jiren was into meditation and stuff like that. And Goku and the mind and training the body, and Vegeta training his body and stuff like that. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. It would be something that I would probably do maybe like once a week for each one. It's not something I would definitely do every day, but maybe as far as like the mental aspect of things, I would like to kind of go the route of a warrior's mindset, and, you know, probably have, if, you know, maybe just something inspirational in each video before we start the video. Maybe something like 30 seconds, just a quote or something like that. So, and then as far as the workout stuff, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, just to kind of take you through my workout routines and stuff like that, to show you, you know, stuff like that. So, and then I don't know what I would call that. But anyway, if y'all interested in seeing that, you know, extra content to the channel, let me know in the comment section down below. So today, guys, I want to talk Dragon Ball GT. So GT is going to be important to me because I like GT. I was a fan of GT. And we haven't seen a game that done GT justice. Like, this game makes the anime look, I mean, it looks even better than the anime. And Dragon Ball GT, like, okay, because I know a lot of people want Dragon Ball, you know, but I know that looking at the skill tree, it would kind of be difficult to backtrack to Dragon Ball. You would have to basically create a new character for all the ones that currently exist, because the way that they exist right now in the game with their skill trees, they have moves and stuff like that they didn't have in Dragon Ball. So you would have to create well, Kid Goku would have to be created anyway. That's not an issue. But Tien and Yamcha and Krillin, well, Krillin would have to be recreated. But Tien and Yamcha, like, you would have to create separate versions of all of these characters. And so I was thinking, you know, yeah, I would love to have Dragon Ball because it's an adventure type part of Dragon Ball. Like, it's adventure, it's exploration. They don't go anywhere off planet. A lot of Dragon Ball takes place at the World Martial Arts Tournament and stuff like that. I mean, the areas are already in the game, so I'll get on Dragon Ball in another video. But I really wanted to talk about Dragon Ball GT because they go off to other planets in GT. You see a lot of prominent characters that we like in GT. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You have Baby, you have Super Android 17. You know, you have Shenrons and the Mega Shenron, like, and then you also get to fight Cell and Frieza again because Goku as a kid goes to hell, and, you know, Dr. Willow and them. It's dope, man. Like, I want to see what Cyber Connect 2. I want to see what y'all can do with the Dragon Ball GT story. I really do. And I mean, guys, I sit here and think about this stuff, and I'm like, dude, this game has so much potential. Now, potential is a useless thing unless that potential is realized, unless you start putting those things in motion. But think about this. We've done Dragon Ball Z already. They already did that storyline. Imagine if they go off into GT. They also could do movie characters, and they could go off into Super. Those 3 things alone, not even count if they go backwards and do Dragon Ball, they could do all of that in this one game. Because remind you guys, they didn't plan on this being a sequel, having a sequel. They planned on this game being a standalone game. So it's very possible Very, very possible. You know, and for them, it would be awesome. I mean, think about that. Like, instead of it being like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot 2 or Dragon Ball Z Super Kakarot, I mean, you could just have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as the base game and say 6 months we get a extension or expansion that gives us the GT story. And then 6 months from that, we get like Super. I mean, I'm just throwing some stuff out there, guys, of course. But what I'm saying is, because if we want it in like 3 months, like that's unrealistic to want I want a full-fledged story. Like, I don't want something like Xenoverse where they just did a couple of missions in GT. You see what I'm saying? I want something just like this. I want a GT storyline that can last 20, 25, 30 hours. Same thing with Dragon Ball Super. And then you have a single player game that will stand the test of time because people are going to play the content. People are going to play that. People are going to want to play that. And then you open the game up because you're going to have more characters, more playable characters. Characters who are support characters would have to be playable characters. And then you have bigger skill trees. And then it opens the door for things that you can add to the game that will increase the depth of the game. Like, dude, I can see that happening. And you got the new consoles coming out, PlayStation 5 and then the new Xbox. So, you know, utilizing the power of those consoles could very well make something like that possible. So for what they could do potentially, and I know a lot of people might not like this because a lot of people aren't going to be financially in a position to get the new consoles, but with the power of the new consoles, memory and stuff, download speeds, all of that, guys, it makes something like that possible to where, you know, they can say, okay, for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, we're porting it to the PlayStation 5 and it's going to open up the door for this, and this, you know. But GT for me would be really dope because I would love to play with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. I would love to play with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know, and just the adventure. Fighting, you have more enemies to fight. You have different kind of enemies to fight. And the biggest thing of all is seeing how they would tell the story, how it would look from CyberConnect 2's viewpoint, because like I said, no other game has done that. We've seen Dragon Ball Z a million times. They're going to do Super, so we're going to see how awesome that's going to look. Now imagine, you know, people who weren't fans of GT seeing it from CyberConnect 2's viewpoint. I think that people would be like, yo, I like this version of GT. That's pretty dope. Just like Dragon Ball Z, we have the original, and then we have like the Dragon Ball Z Kai. Some people don't like the original, but they like how Dragon Ball Z Kai is because it doesn't have a lot of the filler and stuff. GT doesn't have an alternate rendition, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting to see, guys. Also, man, we are so close to 9,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, check down below. Check down below, look and see if you subscribed. If you haven't, click that sub button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload, because tomorrow's going to be a pretty big video, guys. It's going to be pretty big. And I am thankful and grateful for all the support, guys. Don't forget the merchandise is down below in the description box. Beautiful Halo has some awesome things as well. I'm going to have to get that ad back in here, and I will. I've just been like extremely busy, and that's dope. I want to be busy. Busy is good. Busy means things are going on. Good things are going on. So I'm very thankful for that. But if you would like to see GT, let me know down in the comment section down below. Also, what part of GT would you be most excited to see? I played the game for a little bit yesterday because I had a little bit of time to play the game because we were going to watch the Super Bowl and stuff like that. And I'm still having fun with it, man. I'm still leveling up my characters. I hadn't even got to the Toa and Mira fight yet. I know it's in the game and stuff. I just hadn't got to it yet. And I'm not rushing it, guys. There's no reason for me to rush it. I also got Control, which I'll be starting to play that, you know, as something to buy time, because what I don't want to do is get to the end of the game and there's nothing else to do and I put it down and kind of forget about it. No, I like to take my time with the game. Like I told y'all, I would be in no rush to finish this game, you know, so more than likely I'll still be playing it by the time the DLC comes out in the spring, because February, I'm telling you, this month is going to fly by, y'all. This month is going to fly by and we're going to be sitting in March, and then hopefully DLC comes in March. With them already kind of talking about it, I believe that it will come mid to late March or early April at the latest. So that'll be real interesting. But I plan on doing like a 3-part series. This one is about GT, although it's not much about GT. But then I'm going to do another one with the movie characters and then also with Dragon Ball, guys. So Please, please turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Because I want some GT action. I'm thinking, I would like to see just how powerful like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is. And there's going to be arguments because especially if Super's in the game, they're going to be like, okay, so which one is more powerful? Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan 4? Now, technically, GT occurs after Dragon Ball Z. So that means they would have reached the God transformation before that because Z or Dragon Ball Super occurs between the Buu Saga and the very last episode of Dragon Ball Z, and if GT occurs after that, that would mean the Super Saiyan 4 is a more true, I guess the true Saiyan transformation in a sense. And so, in the game, they're going to have to do like power scaling. Like, can you imagine how ridiculous the power scaling is going to be once they add Super? And then if they go into GT and stuff like that, like, dude, I'm talking plus 350, to your attack and stuff like that. Like, it's going to be really, really cool to see that if they add GT. I mean, it's going to be cool to see Super in and of itself, but y'all get what I'm saying. So, but I know that's going to bring up some debate because with the power additions, they're going to have to add certain things to it. Now, what I would like to see as far as transformations go, like for the future of the game, like with Super Saiyan Blue and God and stuff, don't just do just a power up. Don't just do like plus 200 to key. 200 to your attack. Like they should do also like maybe buff some defense in there or give you some kind of special ability that you only get within that transformation, like or increase speed or something to that effect. Like there needs to be something else added to it. And that way you don't have to give such a big power bump because after a while, it's going to get ridiculous, especially if you get into Ultra Instinct. I mean, you're going to be like a plus 500 attack, and that's just not realistic. Like, I think they should do the power increase. They can break them down to smaller increments, but also start adding increments into like, say, your key charges faster or your key doesn't get depleted. Like you don't run out of key or, just faster speed and stuff like that. Just different stuff. Like we can get creative with that. And we'll probably talk about that in another video, guys. But let me know, like I said, down in the comment section down below if you want GT in the game. Hashtag I want GT. Let's go. Till next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.